besties, I am so happy you are here. I wanted to let you know that I am still offering a coupon code GRATEFUL, which is 10% off actually any of my services at my website, www.marinastarot.com. I do offer private readings over there, but the format has changed a tiny bit. Instead of one-on-one readings, I'm actually doing a recorded reading like what you see on my YouTube channel, but it's 100% customized and personal for you, and you get the link and you get to keep it for however long you want, and you can rewatch it as many times as you want. And I don't know, I just feel like this is more effective and you get to hold on to it, you can rewatch it, all that good jazz. But my coupon code is still applicable from March 1st to March 31st of 2022. Grateful at my website, www.marinastarot.com, to get 10% off any service. I love you cuties and I hope you enjoy. Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. First and foremost, it is raining outside today. It is such a freaking mood, but if you hear the rain falling down on like metal, that is outside my window and I can't really do much about it, but I kind of feel like it led into the kind of cozy vibe that I love to have. So we are rolling with the punches today, okay? But welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, hello, welcome. My name is Liv and I do weekly tarot videos here every single week, mostly twice a week on this channel. So if you like what you see, definitely be sure to subscribe and hang around so you get notified every time I post a new video for y'all here. And if you are returning, hello, I am so happy you are here. Thank you so much for coming back and joining the family for another video today. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. Over on my Patreon, you're going to get early access to all of the content you see here. You're also going to get monthly vlogs every single month on the 10th of the month, and I really think they're fun. I don't know if y'all do, but they're a good time over there. And you also get bonus spiritual content, which includes energy readings and things like that, so it's really a good thing. I don't know why I'm talking so weird. It's a good vibe, it's a good place. Definitely check that out if you are interested, all right? So today we are tuning in to a romance reading, which I don't do a ton here on this channel, but I was very called to do one today, so we are rolling with it. We let spirit guide and I just tag along. All right, which is why I have this little bouquet here. If you've seen my other videos, you would know that I'm actually allergic to flowers, so I have to have fake ones, which is just like so sad. But these gave me, I don't know why they're flattened. I don't know. I thought they were really, really cute, but they gave me very much like romance vibes. I don't know, catch the bouquet at the wedding kind of vibe. So I thought they would make a good, nice addition to today's setup, if you will. But today we are tuning into what is next for you in love. And this is applicable to wherever your situation is at right now. If you are married, if you are engaged, if you are single, if you are in a it's complicated, if you are in a, monogamous relationship, if you are not in a monogamous relationship, really whatever it looks like for you. I am just tuning into that energy for you, all right? So this could be for couples, singles, and anything in between. So definitely just keep that in mind when we're going about this reading. So we are just tuning into what is next in love. I do have a few fun things we're going to use here today. We're going to use some scents to kind of get us with our Claire... What is it called? Claire aliens? I literally don't know. I don't know much about Claire's, but I am someone that really gets a lot of insight through the scents and the senses. So we're going to use two different smells today to kind of get those activated. I also have some astrology dice that we're going to use. So let's go ahead and just go on and hop into this reading. All right, so I picked some stones for you as well as some cards down below. So if you are new to pick a card style videos, you can pick in so many different ways. You can pick based on the stones you see here. The first one we have is a selenite palm stone. The second we have is a rose quartz meatball. And the third we have is a green fluorite heart. If you are called to any of these stones, you can pick the pile based on that. If you are called to the numbers 1, 2, or 3, you can pick based on that as well. You can drop down to the description and see if your lucky number is in the time code next to the pile pick. Really, you can pick in so many ways. I really just want to make sure you are aware that you cannot pick wrong. I have set the intention, Spirit, I am setting the intention now even that every single person who clicks on this video at least gains something from being here, whatever it is, whatever you are wanting to gain. I hope that you receive that from this reading. And as always, this is for commercial purposes, okay? If you do not like something that you hear, please take it and throw it away. It is no big deal at all. This is guidance. This is a tool. It is not, end all be all, okay? So definitely take it as such and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I would recommend during during this time when I give you some music to call in your guides and say, Spirit, please show me which pile I am meant to pick. Think about that special person in your life that you're really kind of trying to focus on gaining info from this reading. You can visualize them in your head. You can say their name out loud when you are asking Spirit, whatever it looks like for you. But during this time, I would just recommend taking some 3 deep grounding breaths, asking Spirit which pile is meant for you. Think about the person in your mind and then pick your pile, all right? So I'm going to give you cuties some time with some meditation music to chill out, vibe out, and pick your pile, and then I will see you for your pile pick. Pile number 1 with the beautiful selenite palm stone here. Selenite is one of my favorite stones. It is an incredibly clearing stone. Selenite is also really great to charge other stones. So like say you had a selenite stone, you could put another gem on top of it or another stone on top of it, and selenite has incredible charging powers. It also gives me major moon vibes, major divine feminine energy. So absolutely wonderful pick for you today, pile number 1. And then the first cards we are using are the Soul's Journey. Why do I always forget? The Soul's Journey Oracle cards. And as always, all the decks I use are going to be linked down below for you if you are curious. I'm also going to see if Lauren sells these astro dice. These were gifted to me. I adore her. I will link her channel below as well. But if she does sell them, I will link her shop as well so you can purchase some of these when we get to that. All right, but for the Soul's Journey Oracle cards, I just wanted to pull 3 cards to kind of give us the energy of today's reading and what we can kind of expect to hear. Just kind of tuning into the energy. That's all it is. So that in case the energy from these cards don't vibe with you, you know that this might not be your pile. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and see the first card. I don't know why this is so funny to me. Okay, the first card you got is relationships. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. A couple of messages right off the bat. The first one I want to say is that ironically, we are doing a, what's next in love, and we got the relationship card. What this shows me, and I want to be very, okay, Olivia, finish one word at a time. What this shows me is that we might be focusing more on the relationship energy when it comes to love and romance. And I want to be very specific that relationships look different to everybody. I do not believe that there is one, kind of relationship that's best or better or good. As long as all people involved are, happy and okay with the relationship, then it is still a relationship by all means. You know what I'm saying? All right, but I am getting the message that we are just kind of tuning into that very strong relationship energy, maybe even possibly a commitment, but I am not, putting labels on you or anything, okay? But a very loud message I'm getting for you, pile number 1. Oh my gosh, wait. Okay, I want to say this and then I forgot to do the scent things. I'm going to bring these over here so I do not forget. But one thing I wanted to say right off the bat that I'm getting for you is that you might be a pile who in the past, maybe you've been attracted to people that just do not serve you, whether it is friends, lovers, whoever it may be. I feel like maybe you are one of those kind of people, similarly to your girl here, okay, who for the longest time just attracted people who did not serve me. I often attracted a lot of people who are absent or people who are unavailable. I often attracted people who I thought I could fix. All right, I often attract people who I was like, I can change them. I can make them better. I was very much that person, that kind of vibe. And if you are relating to that, Spirit is saying you are ready to start attracting people that are going to be good for you. And that starts first and foremost with knowing your worth, which is so frustrating. And I know that. All right, but this starts first and foremost with you understanding and knowing your worth. So we're going to talk much more about that. But before we forget, I want to kind of tune into what we are doing here today. When I was on the little break when I was showing y'all the music, I should have looked up which Claire this is because I simply do not remember. Please comment down below. I know for a fact some of y'all are going to be like, Liv, it's so obvious, but I just don't remember. Those things do not hold space in my brain. So I do very much receive messages based on scent though. So we're going to use 2 today. The first one we are using, I put some attraction oil with some rose quartz and this little bead roller here. And this is so great to use when you're wanting to attract somebody into your life or something into your life. But the reason I'm thinking somebody is because we got the beautiful rose quartz here, and rose quartz is a very loving stone. Rose quartz is a very harmonic stone. And so I'm just going to put this on my wrist here and just kind of ask Spirit to talk to me and speak to me through these scents here. All right, Spirit. And then the other thing I'm using, this was super random and last minute, but it really resonated with me. So I hope it resonates with y'all as well. I have this perfume that I very much enjoy the smell of. As you can tell, I've used a lot of it. And it's so funny because when I smell it, I think to myself, oh, that smells so sexy. And then I looked at what it was called and it's literally labeled seduction. So I'm going to spray some of this around my space and around my room just so I can really get into that mindset. Oh, it is a sexy smell. Like if they still sell this at Victoria's Secret, ooh, it gives me that like very sexy energy we love. Okay, I am scented up. I can taste it in my mouth. Interesting. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. But yes, first and foremost, we are definitely tuning into that relationship kind of vibe. We are definitely tuning into people who were thinking about someone that maybe they are already in a relationship with, or maybe you are desiring a relationship with the person in question or the energy in question, really whatever it looks like to you. If that resonates, definitely take it, and if not, throw it away. All right, these flowers are driving me crazy. I don't know where to put them. Let's go ahead and see the next energies of the card. You also got patience. I accept that everything happens in divine order. All right, and the last card you got for this is success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Wow, okay, all right, yes. First of all, these cards are not all the same colors. If you watch my other videos or if you even watch the other 2 piles, you will see that these cards are not all the same. But the fact of the matter is that you did get all 3 yellow cards, which is very interesting. This person coming into your life, I feel like might be someone that brings you a lot of calmness and a lot of serenity, because me personally, and you know, even like joy and gratitude, I feel like yellow is a very happy, joyous color. And I know that these are not necessarily yellow, they might be beige, but whatever resonates with you, I feel like this person is going to represent that color in your life. Maybe someone that brings you a lot of joy, a lot of excitement, but I'm also getting just a sense of so much serenity from these cards. I don't know what it is, if it is the patterns, if it is the colors, any of that, but I'm definitely just getting that sense of just kind of calmness, deep breathing, and serenity. All right, but going in with patience here, I accept that everything happens in divine order. I know that this being said pisses off so many people. People have commented things in the comments like, girl, divine order is so late, and I understand that. And if you've been wanting to have a person in your life for so long, maybe 50 years, maybe 30 years, maybe you're just tired and you're like, Liv, I keep listening to all these readings, they keep telling me my person is on my way, where the F are they? All right, and I'm here to be just like probably the other readers that have been telling you this. They are on their way, but patience is still needing to be applied. And this is something I often thought about when I was waiting for my person to kind of come into my life, was that there is a reason that they're not in my life yet. And to be honest, this was something I had a hard time believing until I was with my now wife, when we were not dating or anything like that, and I wanted someone in my life so bad. We've talked about this so many times that if we would have gotten together even like a month before we did, it probably would have ended affected badly because we were not in the place, even though we thought that we were truly not in the place of receiving each other and receiving the love that we were giving. And so I think that that is something to kind of keep in mind as well. I normally use a butterfly analogy, but for some reason today I'm being called to use a cake analogy. So I'm sorry, I just got a funny thing in my head. So maybe this person in your question makes you feel very, very sweet. Maybe this person in question loves sweets. Maybe they have oh my gosh, that was my neighbor. Maybe they have a sweet tooth, or maybe you have a sweet tooth, whatever it is. Or maybe someone in this relationship's got that cake, okay? If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, okay? That cake, okay? That's such a funny visual. I'm sorry, that was just funny. That was so funny. Okay. But think about it in the terms of cake or a sweet, savory dessert. Right now, there are two beautiful cakes in the oven, and they are both doing their dang thing. They are becoming, well-rounded. They are becoming all that they were meant to be. But what happens if we get impatient, right? And we take the cake out of the oven before it is done? It is gooey. It is not ready to be eaten. It is raw. It can honestly hurt us. Okay, so that's something to kind of keep in mind. If we take our cake out of the oven before we're ready, aka you being the cake, if you try to take yourself out of the equation before you're ready to kind of be in that kind of energy, you're going to be gooey and maybe not in a place to receive as much. And right now I see two cakes in the oven. I see you by yourself in this oven, really like baking and getting yourself ready to receive this kind of love. And then I also see this other person in their life also doing the exact same thing, prioritizing healing, spending that time on themselves, spending that time and literally getting baked. Okay, I don't even mean like baked, but you know what I'm trying to say. All right, I hope you do. But I definitely do feel like patience is truly a virtue, and I know that that can be frustrating. If love in your life is something you've wanted for a long time and you don't currently have it, Spirit is saying, please don't give up. Don't give up right before the miracle occurs. Wait for that cake to be done and then have your cake and eat it too. You know what I'm saying? This is getting weird. I need to stop. Okay, and so also I'm tuning into people. If you're already in a relationship, also amazing. Just being kind of patient with the other person. Patience is such a virtue, and I know that that is like so cliche, like Liv, please stop saying that. All right, but patience truly is a virtue because patience gives us this energy of allowing people to be who they need to be, where they are, and when they're there. And that is such a hard thing to learn and to accept, but it helps so much. When we can be in a space where we love you unconditionally, where you are, when you're there, without these expectations placed upon them, they bloom, okay? They bloom, they rise, okay? Imagine them in the oven. We're just letting them do their cake thing. We're letting them get all, I don't know, I need to stop using this cake analogy, but we're letting them, become who they're meant to be and letting them have their space to do that. And that's what Spirit is saying right now. So whether you're in a relationship or whether it's one that you desire, either way, giving the person in question the space to kind of become their full self and allow them to be who they are when they need to be there. Sorry for shaking you. So that way you can also meet them when they're there. And then when you're going through this, allow yourself to spend time with yourself as well, all right? The most important relationship is the one you're going to have with yourself. So continue building on that and continue working on patience. Again, easier said than done. If you get frustrated one day, if you're like, Spirit, this is taking too damn long, just take a moment and think of the cake analogy, all right? You also got success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. This is like so loud and clear that Spirit is saying love is on the horizon. I don't even have any other words to say about that other than there is success in love for you. If you are someone who feels like you have not received that yet, or like you keep finding yourself in these relationships that are unsuccessful in love, that feel like they keep leading to heartbreak or just disappointment, maybe not even as dramatic as heartbreak, but maybe you just feel a lot of disappointment when it comes to love, Spirit is saying that there is success in this for you. But do you see that the success comes after the patience, all right? The success comes after we give everyone time to bloom and heal and rise. This is when we have the patience and the comfort of knowing that this is on its way. All right, it is on its way to you. If this is a relationship you're already in, please know that this is one that, again, good of all harm to none. If you are in a happy relationship, this is who I'm talking to. If you're miserable, this is not your pie. I'll skip to a different one, okay? But if you are in a relationship right now and you're wanting that success and you're like, Liv, is it gonna work out? Should I stay with this person? Yeah, all right, this is a successful relationship. This is a successful relationship filled with a lot of love and a lot of that vibey energy. So tune into that and welcome that in. And if you're not in a relationship yet and you're wanting one, Spirit is saying saying it's on its freaking way, but be patient while the cake rises, okay? If we take it out too soon, it's not delicious. So let it do its dang thing. All right, the next cards, oh my gosh, I just dropped like all of them underneath my desk. Oh man, ugh. The next cards we are going to use today, we are going to get into the tarot, but I'm being called to pull the oracle first. So the next cards we are going to use today are going to be the Romance Angels oracle cards. So let's go ahead and see. Spirit, do we have any other messages for our beautiful pile number 2? What is the truth of this connection? What do we need to expect for this? We already kind of know what's next in love with the relationships that are either forming or blossoming that we are currently in. But what can we expect, Spirit? What do we need to know about this connection? Who is in question? Oh my... Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all literally got worth waiting for. Y'all are so impatient. I feel you. I love you, by the way, okay? I am the most impatient person I know, I swear. But Spirit is saying, come on, chill a little bit. All right, let the cake do its cake thing. It is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. How many times does Spirit need to say it, okay? So again, if you are already in a relationship and you're waiting for it to kind of get better, if you're wondering if it's going to get better, Spirit is saying yes, okay? This person in your life, this person that you are with right now, they're worth waiting for, okay? Sometimes we go through rough patches in relationships, like full disclosure. They're not always harmonious. My wife and I have gone through so much in our years together, and to be honest with you, there could have been times where if anybody would have been like, oh my gosh, you should break up. Oh my God, my cat's sticking his paw into the door. People would say that, not to us, but I could see people saying that because sometimes we would fight and we would get into these things because we were both going through our own growth that we needed to go through. We really needed to go through it. And I just felt like she was worth waiting for. And I think she felt the same thing for me. And not worth waiting for in the sense of, I wasn't with her, but worth waiting for the growth, going through the growth periods, going through the growing pains, because the relationship was evolutionary and it was absolutely amazing. So if you're in a relationship, tuning into that vibe, and if you're not, and you're my little, impatient little beans here, I understand and I love you, but please know, Spirit is saying this person that you're thinking about, they are worth waiting for, all right? They are already in the making. I feel like they're not even, batter right now. I feel like they're already in the oven, just waiting to bloom, okay? Any other messages, Spirit? I know you really just hit the nail on the head here for us, but what else can we hear from you right now? Okay. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. This could definitely be tuning into my babies I was listening to the very beginning, the ones who are already in a relationship, and we're kind of feeling like maybe there was, a need for a little bit of change, a little bit of spicing it up. This is saying kind of really work with your relationship. Give your partner a chance. Give them not only a chance to kind of express themselves and be who they want to be, but really give them a chance to heal and go through this growing period as well, because it's going to benefit both of you in the long run. And again, if this is the other one that was kind of not in a relationship right now, when they do come into your life, really prioritize your partnership, really prioritize working on that as well. All right, Spirit, any other messages for our beautiful pile number 1 with our selenite? I hope I said pile 1. I kind of feel like I accidentally said pile 2 at some point. All right, let's just go ahead and clear that energy. Any other messages for our selenite palm stone about this connection? What do we need to know? What are we vibing with right now, Spirit? What do we have to say? Any other messages for us here? All right, and then you got 2 more cards here as well. The first card you got is honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. This could represent that if you are in a current relationship, this could be one that is going to be long lasting. All right, I feel like this is going to lead to the honeymoon vibes. This could be a literal honeymoon if you are wanting to get engaged, or this could just be kind of rekindling that honeymoon energy within the relationship, because oftentimes it's very, very normal for the honeymoon stage to dissipate. It's normal for us to kind of be in a honeymoon stage when we first get together, and then it kind of just fizzle out and dissipate over time. But by giving this relationship a chance, by prioritizing your partnership, you might be rekindling that honeymooner vibe, very into each other, very lovey-dovey, very all about each other in this moment. If you are the other half, I'm sorry that I'm doing like half and half, but there's multiple energies on this reading. Okay, if you are the other half that I'm tuning into, my singles out there who want to be in this kind of relationship, definitely be aware that a honeymoon is also in your future, okay? This could be a literal engagement, like I was saying, or just be really like swoony and all into your partner. And when you are in that stage, appreciate it. And when you move out of that stage, still appreciate it, all right? The honeymoon stage is amazing. The honeymoon stage is wonderful, but it's also wonderful to go even deeper. So just being appreciative of all of those energies. And then you got the card, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Interesting. Okay. So I'm definitely tuning into my my energy one here, the ones who want to, or the ones who are already in a relationship. This could definitely be someone worth waiting for, like it was saying, worth being there for. I definitely feel like this person that you're with right now, the one you are in question about, the one who's you are seeking answers about, is truly and genuinely a very good match for you. All right. I do feel like they could be the one. All right. And then also, if you're single, you may have already come in contact with this person, but I'm also getting a deeper energy. Yes, you may already know this person. Maybe you work with them. Maybe you've come across their paths, even just like at the store or something. Okay, you may have already met this person who's meant to be in your life, but this also could mean that you've already met them, but not in this lifetime. And what I mean by that is you could have met them in a past life. You could have met them in a different connection, a different time. Meeting them doesn't always mean you've actually literally met them in this three-dimensional world at this three-dimensional time. It could very well mean that you maybe know this person from a past life and etc. and things like that. All right, but Spirit is saying you may have already met this person. So if you've been having a crush on somebody that you know and you feel like this could be the one, put that energy out there, okay? Put out that bat signal and be like, yep, okay, yep, I need to connect to this. I need to connect to this energy and welcome it in, all right? This song from Hannah Montana, that's like, he could be the one, he could be the one, he could be the one. Do y'all know that song? Also, we do not, discriminate here. He, she, they, them. Anybody can be applicable to that song. But that one from Hannah Montana is in my head right now. That's like, smooth talking, slow rocking. He's got everything that a girl's want. And do y'all know that song? Where are my 1990 babies at? Okay, that is my jam. Guitar cutie, he plays it groovy. All right, such a vibe. But this is definitely that energy. He could be the one, she could be the one, they could be the one. Whoever you are tuning in about, whoever you are asking about, they could be the one. But again, if you get an energy that they are not, listen to that, okay? But I do feel like this person that is coming into your life, either if you are the one in question that is, in a relationship, or the one in question that is not in a relationship, the energy you are asking about, the energy that was in question here, it is worth putting in that energy, all right? It's worth being patient. It's worth being kind. It's worth, waiting for and really putting in the energy when they come into your life to make it long lasting and make it one worth the while. Next, we're going to go in with the tarot here. Spirit, what do we have to say for our selenite palm stone here? What do we need to know about this connection, Spirit? All right. What do we need to know about this connection with the selenite palm stone here? Any additional messages from our tarot cards here? Spirit, what do we have to say? Please speak loudly to me, clearly, and through me. All right, right off the bat, we got the freaking Lovers. A major popping in here just to kind of confirm everything that's already been said here today, that this is definitely a relationship worth putting energy towards. I don't even know how else to word that. That's really what's just coming to my mind right now. I did just kind of instantly get a headache, so if that is you, hello, hi, I feel you, I see you. Actually, let's go ahead and take a deep breath together real quick, because that is very, very strong. It could also be my third eye, but it is like kind of in my right temple. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath real quick. All right, the Lovers card showing up here is Spirit saying absolutely tootally fruitily, this is a long-standing loving connection. All right, if you're getting insecure about that, I'm honestly not even insecure. Insecure is the wrong word. I feel fear. I definitely truly feel fear, and I feel like there is this energy that you are maybe afraid of this commitment. Maybe you're afraid of this energy. Maybe it's something you've always wanted, something you've always dreamed of, but it's still kind of scary. All right, I just was watching How I Met Your Father, and I want to give a massive spoiler alert. If you have not seen the last episode, please skip ahead a minute, okay? And I'm gonna be very careful as to not try to give any spoilers away. If you've not watched that show, 12 out of 10 recommend. It's on Hulu. It's a remake of How I Met Your Mother, but like way better, feminist, and like more open-minded, which we love. But there is a character on there who this last episode was having a really hard time. Even though they wanted to be with somebody, they cared about them so much, they were so into them, but their fear of being, you know, in this kind of strong, committed relationship with someone who is so serious about them really freaks them out, to the point where they actually messed up what they had going. This is so common for a lot of us. We ask for this amazing relationship. We ask for somebody to be all in, all committed, all the time, just give us all this love. But then when we receive it, we can get scared, we can get anxious, we can get worried, because it's unfamiliar to a lot of us, especially if you are someone who's only attracted absent people in your life. It can feel so incredibly scary and so incredibly foreign when you have somebody that's all in and they say to you, I love you, I'm here for you, I want to be there for you, I'm committed, like I'm here, I want to do this, I want to be in it for the long haul. That can be overwhelming. It can be really overwhelming and really scary. And if you feel that fear, just take a deep breath and ask yourself, is your fear stronger than the love? Is your fear stronger than this desire? All right. Will Smith, I quote this all the time, but Will Smith quoted his grandma, who said, all great things live just beyond fear. All right. And now I'm not saying that if you get like a major red flag to be like, oh, well, I'm just going to keep pushing. Definitely separate intuition from fear, your gut feelings from fear. But I'm tuning more into my babies right now who have fear of just, you know, really receiving this kind of love, because it is overwhelming. That's how I was when I first got into my relationship now as well. I didn't know how to take it, to be honest. I didn't know how to take someone who was so committed, so kind, so sure of themselves and sure of me. I didn't know, and I freaked out. It was hard, all right? It's hard and it's scary and it's foreign and it's unknown. So be gentle to yourself through that journey, but just ask yourself the question, you know, what did they, no, I don't want to quote, I'm not going to quote the person in the show because I'm going to butcher it, but just really be honest with yourself and be like, am I, you know, afraid of this because it's a bad thing for me? Or am I afraid of this because I'm just unaware of how to accept this kind of love? And if it is the latter, really spend that time building that connection with yourself and reminding yourself that you do deserve this. You do deserve a connection who's worth it. You do deserve a connection that wants to be there for you and show up for you, that you don't have to feel like you have to fix, that you don't have to feel like you have to constantly be worried or insecure about them cheating on you or anything like that. Like, this is a loving, committed relationship and they want to be in it for the long haul with you as well. So if that scares you, understandable, take a minute, take a beat, it's totally okay. But this is someone that really wants to be there for you. And if you're desiring that, welcome it in, all right? And then you got the Nine of Pentacles here, just kind of echoing everything I just said. The Nine of Pentacles is a luxurious card of success. And since we are tuning into relationships, I just feel like this is echoing the success card we got with the Soul's Journey life cards. And the Soul's Journey Lessons cards, which just really says that this is a relationship that is going to be very successful. This is one where I feel like you're going to feel safe enough to kind of splurge on yourself, treat yourself. None of that shaming for loving yourself kind of vibes. Absolutely not. I hope that you are attracting, and I believe you are attracting, someone in your life who's going to say, yeah, treat yourself. Go get your nails done. Go out to your favorite restaurant. Go read your favorite book by yourself, wherever you want to be. You know, take a night to yourself. Have time with your friends, whatever it looks like for you, and vice versa. All right, I really want to make sure I'm being clear here that when you give or when you receive, make sure to give back. All right, be there for your partner in the same ways they're being for you, being there for you. I also do feel like this is going to be one that's going to attract a lot of abundance into your life in multiple ways. Maybe new friends coming into your life if they have a different friend circle than you, that's going to bless you. Maybe new money coming into your life, really whatever it looks like. There is just an overall energy of abundance here, and really being able to treat yourself. And I want to go back to the energy of reminding you that waiting for your person, waiting for this, you know, loving connection, not giving up right before they enter into your life, it is a form of treating yourself. It is a form of saying, I am worthy, I am deserving, okay? Because you deserve strong love. You deserve someone that treats you right. In case no one has ever told you, or maybe you've heard the direct opposite, I'll be the one to tell you today, you deserve a good, loving person in your life. You deserve somebody that's that's not going to make you question, wonder, worry, doubt. You deserve that, and they are here for you. So get ready to open up your arms, and if they're not here yet, they're on their way. Ending off with the tarot there, we do have one more deck I'm going to use, don't worry, but ending off with the tarot there, you got the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups is such a cute card because this gives me honeymoon vibes, and you got the honeymoon card. This is, I don't want to just be a broken record, but this is just echoing what I was already saying about the Page of Cups. This person is going to be someone that wants to give you that love. They want to give you that energy. They want to give you that swoony, romantic, cup-like, emotional, loving time in your life. So be open to receiving. It's just a very loud message I'm getting for you. Before we use the last deck I have here today, I'm going to try to use my astrology. Oh no, I just dropped them. I'm going to try to use my astrology dice, but I want to be very clear when I tell you, I don't really know much about astrology in any way, shape, or form. I simply don't know it. It's not something that is very strong in my repertoire. So we're going to use it in whatever way spirit calls me. All right. Whatever way spirit calls me. Am I saying that this is a way to use them? No, this is not a tutorial, okay? I'm gonna use the literal ones that has the signs on it, and I can almost guarantee you I'm not gonna know what the sign is, and that's okay. I'm hoping you will tell me and you will help me, and I'll even, find it and type it on the screen later. So we're gonna go for this, okay? The first one, actually, I'm gonna do them both at the same time. What do I want to do? I want to say, Spirit, please show me one of their signs. Now remember, this can be sun, moon, wait, what is it? Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. I don't even know. Oh my God, why am I I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, but we're still trusting that. We're gonna ask for one of their signs and their big three, and also I have a number here. We're tuning into their sign, okay, either sun, moon, rising, or Venus, any of their signs, actually, whatever it looks like for you. And then I want to kind of get a time frame on when you are likely to kind of develop this connection. If you're in a relationship, when this connection is going to start picking up again. If you are single, when this relationship is going to come into reality. I am thinking weeks. So let's go ahead and see their sign and how many weeks until this connection starts to bloom. All right, you got 5. So be on the lookout for the next 5 weeks. I do want to remind you that when I am filming this, we are about to enter into the spring season. Spring equinox is on March 20th. Spring is such a good time for romance, okay? Spring flowers, there's just so much love in the air around the spring season. So in these next 5 weeks, this is timeless, but if you're watching this when I'm posting it, in these next 5 weeks, go outside more, be out more, connect more, go to farmers markets, whatever it looks like for you, obviously safely. I know we're still in a bit of a panorama here, but whatever it looks like for you, do it safely, do it wisely, but go out more, be out more, because I feel like this is a way you're going to connect with this person. And then their sign, oh my God, I literally don't know what it is. It kind of looks like the ovaries, but I know that that can't be it. Let me see if I can show you on here. Okay, this is their sign. I'm also going to type it onto the screen when I actually go back and look at what it is. I'm not astrological, okay? Don't come for me. I did not claim to be. All right, I just thought that would be maybe fun. This could be their sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or, any of their signs, really, whatever you were called to listen to. And then I really do feel like this connection is going to start to bloom in the next 5 weeks. These next cards I'm being called to use, I actually just purchased these cards yesterday, and I have not even done a reading for myself with them, but they really wanted to make their first appearance on this channel today, so we're letting them do the dang thing. These are the Whispers, what's it called? Whispers of the Ocean Oracle. I'm absolutely in love with these cards. I think they are so incredibly stunning. So Whispers of the Ocean, pile number 1. What other energy do we need to expect? What other energy can we look out for, Spirit, for a beautiful pile number 1? Just to go ahead and end off this reading here today. Let's see. They're a little bit bigger, and I have such a hard time shuffling cards when they're bigger like this. All right, so the first card you got is number 36, blend into the environment. You have many skills and can fit into any situation. Take time to access
No. Take time to assess what is going on around you and to adapt accordingly, all right? A message I'm getting for you here as well is Spirit is saying when this person kind of comes into your life, they might have a minute, a moment, a season where they need you to kind of hold space for them, and that is just as valuable, all right? This is going to be someone, another message I'm getting, sorry, this could be someone that might already be in your current environment. Like we were saying with this could be the one, this might be someone that's already kind of on your radar and you don't know it. If they are on your radar, just kind of go and assess the situation and just look at the people in your life. If at any point, you know, you were called to someone or anything like that, just kind of assess the situation. And if you are already in a relationship, just really tuning into the vibes of what this relationship kind of holds for you, what you can expect from this relationship, and how you can maybe be a better, not better, but be more there for your current partner that you have in your life to kind of give your relationship a chance, work on it, and get that honeymoon energy back into the relationship. You also got number 7, dancing in the rainbow. Break free from whatever you feel is holding you back. Express happiness. Find out what you truly desire. All right, so if there is something that is holding you back, my love, if there is something that you feel like is just stopping you from receiving this abundant connection, Spirit is saying go through that work right now. Go through the energy work, go through the soul work, and really, really prioritize. Again, when you're in our baking stage, okay, when we're in the oven, prioritize breaking those chains is a loud message I'm getting for you. Prioritize breaking those chains of what happened in last relationships so that way you do not bring that energy forth into this new relationship, because I do believe it's going to be one of so much abundance and so much love, which is absolutely amazing. But we don't want to bring our past traumas, hurts, or energies into this new relationship because that is not fair to them either, right? So break free from that energy. Break free from any hurts or burdens that you have about the past relationships in your life. Break free from any negative connotations you have around the word relationships, or maybe the person in question, whatever it looks like. Well, I didn't mean it like that, but you know, just break free from the energy that you have around what is holding you back from really and truly receiving this. Maybe going and doing that shadow work as well. All right, and then you got the surrounded by prosperity, number 30. Your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists is outside the known is beyond measure, all right? Especially with the 9 of Pentacles here. This is a prosperous connection. This is one that's going to make you feel plentiful and bountiful. And again, with that yellow energy, one that's going to bring you a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of that deep connection feeling that maybe you've been searching for. All right, so welcome it in. Again, if you're being called to do any kind of shadow work right now, if you're being called to do any kind of healing right now, go for it, all right? And don't put shame on that for yourself. It is a beautiful thing to do that. I definitely feel like I'm tuning into someone that's been like, Liv, I've been doing shadow work for like 30 years. When the heck is it going to be time? And Spirit is saying you're still in the oven. All right, you're still in the oven. It is still being developed, and it's a beautiful thing to enjoy either way. No, not enjoy. It's not always enjoyable, but it's a beautiful thing to acknowledge either way. All right. This person is on their way to you. This connection is on its way. It's already in the form. I mean, it's already in the state of forming this deep, long, loving, rooted connection. And it's absolutely beautiful. I'm feeling very, very tongue-tied with you, pile number 1. If you are feeling that as well, this may show me that maybe this person makes you really nervous. Maybe you're very smitten around them, so you get all tongue-tied, because I literally feel like I am tongue-tied around you, okay? And what that is showing me that this might be even how you feel around this person. Maybe you get nervous, maybe you're smitten, and that's okay. Welcome in that energy. You're adorable. They love you, okay? Welcome it in. All right, pile number 1, I hope this helped. I hope this gave you some clarity. If this did resonate with you, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting, subscribing, and giving a thumbs up make a huge difference for me and my channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. I also wanted to remind y'all that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. I do also accept private tarot readings at www.marinatarot.com, and for the entire month of March 2022, I am offering 10% off all of my services using the code GRATEFUL, so definitely check it out if you are interested. I also accept tips and donations on this channel, which are never required nor an expectation, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. I did also open up my Amazon wish list again if you are wanting to check it out. out. Again, never required, y'all. You know the tea here, okay? That's not required. It's not even expected of you ever. But I know a lot of y'all have asked me about it, so I decided to open it back up for you. And that is going to be in my links down below as well. So definitely check it out if you are interested. I adore you. I hope you liked this reading. If you do like relationship readings, let me know. And if you have any reading requests that you want to see, comment them down below. I would love to do your requests. I would love to, you know, make readings based on what you guys are interested in watching and what you're interested in learning about. All right, pile number 1, I love you. Always remember to show others love, show your light and shine so bright, and I will see you for my next video. Bye. All right, pile number 2 with our beautiful rose quartz meatball here. Rose quartz is a beautiful stone to use for any kind of like love or romance reading, because rose quartz is all about attraction, and it's also known as the lover's stone. So I absolutely love this pick for y'all. I feel like we might have a little swoony pile here. Also, the stone just feels so good. I'm probably going to pick it up at multiple times throughout the reading just to kind of get the vibe with it. So the first thing we are going to do before we start, because I forgot to do this in the beginning for pile number 1, is I am going to use the element of scent to kind of help me get a clearer reading for y'all today. So the first thing we are going to be using is some attraction oil with, again, another rose quartz. So I feel like this will be a very strong energy for you, pile number 2. These are little crystal bead rollers. There's rose quartz inside the roller as well as on the top, and I just filled this with attraction oil. So I'm going to take some and put it on my wrist here and just ask that spirit speak loudly to me, clearly, and through me. Ooh, it smells so good with this beautiful attraction oil. Yes, please. Okay. And then the next thing we are going to do is go in with this Victoria's Secret perfume that I've probably had for years. I honestly don't know. I found it when I was cleaning out my room at my mom's house when she was moving. So I don't know how old this is, but I really enjoy the smell of it. And when I smell it, I think it smells very sexy. And so then today I went to go use this for this reading, and I realized it was called Seduction. And I thought, that makes perfect sense to me. So I'm going to spray some kind of in the room away from candles for, I feel like, obvious reasons, on myself as well, just so I can really like get the smell, you know? Okay. Whew. This is a really sexy smell, by the way. If Victoria's Secret still sells this, I love this smell. I am not a big perfume girl. I don't like smelling very much like a specific scent. I don't know. I just like my natural scent. I don't know if that's weird, but I genuinely really do enjoy that perfume. So now that that is out of the way, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we are starting off with today is just some energy cards here. These are the Soul's Journey. All of the decks I used are going to be linked down below for you. But I just kind of wanted to gain the general energy of this reading for a couple of reasons. One being just so we can kind of see where the reading is headed, and 2, if you don't agree with the energy that I'm kind of pulling in these first 3 cards, then you can really know sooner rather than later that this reading, this pile specifically, might not be for you, and then you can go and pick a different one, or you can go listen to a different reading, really whatever resonates. So I just want to kind of gain the general energy of what we can expect from this reading here today. So let's go ahead and tune in. The first card you got is happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. We also have the goddess Yamaya or Yamanya. I always forget how to pronounce her name, if it's an A-Y, if it's Yamanya or Yamaya. All right, but she is coming in here as well. We also have the imagination card. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. And then you have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So starting off with the happiness card, I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Spirit is definitely saying when in tune, when coming into love, when what to expect, when what is coming next in our life, I do feel like a very positive, high vibrational energy is going to come into your life very, very soon. And I want to just remind you also that this is the energy of attraction, all right? Like attracts like, or whatever the heck, you know what I'm saying? Like attracts like, give them that kind of common, what am I trying to say right now? That common vibe, that very common energy, you know what I'm saying? Wait, it's also opposites attract. Is it like attracts like or opposites attract? I don't even know, but what I'm trying to say is that the happier you are with who you are and who you are in yourself, the more confident you are with who you are on your own without another person into your life, the more you're going to kind of attract that, because you're going to exude a certain confidence and happiness within yourself and within your own life. And that is very, very, very attractive, all right? But being happy, this is going to be very happy, high vibrational, very loving, connective energy we're manifesting into our life right now. Also, we got the imagination card here. So pile number 2, you might be called to manifest. I definitely am tuning into my manifestors on this pile, because I really believe that manifesting and imagination go very much hand in hand. So if you are someone who is wanting to attract a loving energy into your life, one that's going to make you happy, jump up and down, feel joyful, feel excited, if you're wanting to energetically have, why am I getting so tongue-tied again? Man, all the readings today, I'm just like so freaking tongue-tied. But if you're wanting to kind of embrace that energy into your life, start working on your imaginative mind. Start really connecting with your imagination. Imagine what it would be like to wake up next to someone every single morning who you just love and you adore. Or if you're not wanting to be in that kind of committed relationship, imagine what it would be like to have somebody in your life who just makes you so genuinely happy. Who makes you genuinely happy. Who brings you that kind of joy. When you are around a certain person, does that joy kind of come out of you? You know what I'm saying? Like, embrace that energy, imagination. Imagination is so powerful. It's part of manifesting, and it's definitely a part of what is going to be at play for you here today, pile number 2. And then you got change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So I do feel like I might be tuning into people who are maybe wanting a romantic connection, or you're desiring that kind of love into your life. And Spirit is saying there might be a few things that kind of need to adjust or shift before that kind of enters in. And it's not saying that you are doing anything wrong. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. But sometimes in order for things to evolve, we need to kind of shift and change our energy, or shift and change our perspective a tiny bit. And that's really all I'm seeing here with that, is that there might just be a little bit of a change. Of course, we're going to get more clarification through all the cards I use here, but I was just trying to get the very basic core of this message so you can see either one, if you resonate with that and you want to keep listening, or 2, if this is not your pile, you know very, very quickly right off the bat, instead of having to listen to the whole reading and then be like, girl, this is not for me. You know what I'm saying? So I do feel like we are tuning into people who are ready to welcome in a new energy into your life, but Spirit is saying that might just require a tiny bit of change, and change that I think is definitely going to be worth it. All right. So now let's go ahead and get some clearer energy here. We're going to use 2 more oracle decks as well as the tarot, just to kind of gain more information, and then we're going to go in with the astro dice there over there as well. Spirit, what do we have to say for our beautiful pile number 2 with our rose quartz? What can we expect in love? What is coming up next in this lifetime? What is coming up next for us? What can we expect? When can we expect it? All that good vibes. Who can we expect? What is the truth of this connection, etc.? All right. We got new love as well as express your love. Beautiful. Let's see if there are any other messages here. I'm being called to keep shuffling before I talk real quick. So let's go ahead and see. You also got pay attention to the red flag. Spirit, is there anything else we need to hear here today? Codependency and one more. Actually, I'm being kind of called to go to the bottom of that energy. I'm sorry about that. Switching it up on y'all real quick. All right, I'm actually going to use both of those. So you got the bottom of the deck, which is the children card here. And then we also have one more, which is religious factors. I'm going to move things over. That way you can see the full picture. So give me 1 second. All right, pile number 2, full transparency. I feel like I'm seeing a bit of a timeline with y'all, a bit of a sequential order, if you will. So again, I just want to be very, very clear when I remind you to take what resonates and leave what doesn't always. Okay, so starting off here with the very, very beginning, children. Your love life is being affected by children. This can mean one of 2 things. Maybe you have literal children in your life, and maybe that makes it a little bit harder to date. Maybe that makes it a little bit harder to find people who are either 1, accepting or loving, or 2, that you'd want around your children, that kind of vibe. But if that is not you, I'm also tuning into the energy of inner child healing. Maybe something that has to do with your relationship, or how you are in relationships, or how you are not in relationships, has a heavy influence about
how you were raised, maybe how you watched your parents go through relationships, maybe something you experienced as a very young child that affects the way you view yourself or the way you view relationships kind of energy. And I do feel like there might be a tiny, I don't want to feel like all this pressure on you. So again, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But I do feel an energy of healing that might need to be had as well. Just an energy of kind of working with your inner child, healing your inner child. I will link some inner child resources down below in the comment or in the description for you. If this is resonating with you at all, what I'm saying about your inner child, it might just be time to kind of look inward and do some healing there. All right, because your inner child really does affect the way you go about relationships. My own personal experience was that my inner child, because they were wounded, because they were hurting, and I didn't really ever acknowledge that or work with them or give them their voice back, it really, really played out in how I was in relationships, how I responded to certain things, how I responded to arguments, fights, how I handled my emotions and those kinds of things. Because when I was upset, when I was in that place of, just in that place, in those energies of being upset, I would almost like project my inner child out, but like my wounded inner child, where I would like, act very childlike in not a good way. All right, throwing temper tantrums, like leaving, acting like a child, and just really not letting my child have their full voice, my inner child have their full voice all the time. So then whenever I got upset is when they really, really came out. So your relationship definitely can be affected by your inner child energy as well. So this could definitely be applying to literal children, but I'm also getting that energy of inner child work. Then you got new love here. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So this is where I'm kind of seeing that timeline here, because we got kind of going through the children, going through maybe the inner child healing or the inner child work. All right, then we got new love entering into our life, and then we have the the rest of the reading here as well. So with the new love card here, I do feel like there's going to be an energy of just new energy coming into your life. Maybe you're going to have a lot of admirers in this upcoming season. We're going to use the astro dice later to kind of get a more precise timeline for you here, but I do feel like you might have some new admirers. You might have some people, you're kind of hopping on their radar, and people are going to start really acknowledging you and seeing you. If you've been making a lot of changes towards yourself lately, whether it's been physical, emotional, energetic, etc., people are really going to start kind of seeing that and vibing with you. People are going to be vibing on you, feeling on your energy, okay? And because we got another card here, I want to be very, very clear when I remind you to trust your intuition. Always trust your gut feelings. Always trust your intuition. Your intuition is fire, okay? They are on point. They know what they're doing. They know what they're trying to say. So tune into that and receive the energy that your intuition is saying. When a bunch of people come into your life, maybe you have a bunch of new admirers suddenly. Maybe if you are on the online dating scene, maybe a bunch of people are swiping right on you, all right? Or super liking whatever it is now. I have not been on a dating app in so many years. Because y'all know I'm married, okay? But whatever it looks like for you, maybe you're just popping up. People are gonna be like, dang, she, he, they, them, they are so freaking fine. Like, I just want to be a part of their life. And when this comes, use the energy of discernment to really see who is worth your time and who is not. Because I'm gonna skip ahead here to the pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I really feel like there might be a lot of people kind of coming into your life, and I feel like it's just gonna be the energy of really separating and really trusting your discernment to see who is serving you and who is not. Maybe even right now in your life, you have two people who you kind of are vibing with both of them. Maybe you like these two people. They're both equally valuable. They're both awesome people, but you don't know who you really want to be with. And, if you are in a non-monogamous, I can't think of the freaking word, but if you are in an open relationship and that's what vibes with you and your partner, is absolutely amazing. But if you're trying to kind of see who you want to prioritize in this relationship, prioritize with these energies, I am kind of getting like, I'm getting like a love triangle vibe, if anyone else is tuning into that, or a love circle, whatever it looks like for you. And I kind of see like multiple admirers, multiple kind of vibing on each other. And if not yet, I see this happening very, very soon. And Spirit is saying just use your discernment, because honestly, I'm honestly getting like 7 of Cups vibes, right? I feel like there's going to be a lot of cups in your way, a lot of cups being offered to you. And it's up to you to kind of use your discernment and see what is being smoke blown up your butt and what is being genuinity. And the guides are really telling you to trust yourself, okay? Because there might be some red flags that surface. There might be some things that you're just like,
I don't know if I like that. And that's why it's so important to heal your inner child, because when our inner child is wounded, at least from my own personal experience, it's a lot harder for me to listen to that intuition, to listen to that discernment, and to say, oh, that's a red flag, I'm gonna leave. Instead of saying, I'm just gonna paint that red flag pink and call it a parade. Like, we don't need to pay attention to them. They're fine. Like, that red flag is not bothering no one. But then along the lines, it does bother you. So pay attention to those red flags. Don't paint them pink. Don't ignore them. Those are your spirit guides. Those are your angels trying to warn you, trying to show you caution, and really, really listen to that. All right. But I do think that there might be, like I said, multiple admirers, and I do feel genuinity from one, but definitely one that's just trying to, for lack of a better phrase, get the deed done and will kind of say or do what they need to say to get to that place with you. And if that's what you're wanting, absolutely go for it. But if you're wanting something a little bit more serious, really use your discernment during this time. In between this energy, you got express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. All right, you might be called to kind of make that first move to the person who you are interested in. If you are vibing on somebody, if you have a crush on somebody, you know, take that leap of faith. Definitely with consent. Okay, we preach that here on this channel. Get consent. All right, we accept no as an entire sentence here. All right, so if somebody says no, respect their boundary. But you know, if you're vibing on someone, they're vibing on you. Make that first move, regardless of gender roles. Okay, regardless of what society says or who says who should go first, who said I should kiss you first, who said this should do that. Make that first move. All right, be open and forward with your feelings. I cannot tell you anything more frustrating in the whole entire world to me, like Olivia's pet peeve, is when people like don't communicate how they're truly feeling, and it's just this entirely annoying back and forth of miscommunication, feelings getting hurt, etc., because people are just not saying what they truly feel. Okay, I just watched Shrek in theaters because that's who I am. Okay, it's who I am in heart, and it was amazing. The old Shrek, like the one that came out in like 2003 or something like that, or 2004. That Shrek movie, okay, it was playing in like the flashback cinema. So I went to go see it, and if you have not seen Shrek, skip ahead and also watch the movie. But in that movie, even Shrek and Fiona misunderstand each other, not because they were actually trying to hurt each other, and neither of what the other person thought the other person meant was true. Fiona thought Shrek said that she was an ugly monster. Shrek thought that Fiona said that he was an ugly monster. Neither of them were correct. Neither of them were true about what the other person thought, but no one communicated. Nobody freaking communicated, and it drove me crazy because so much hurt, heartache, and sadness could be avoided with just simple communication. All right, so express your feelings. If you like somebody, tell them. Right, if you want to be with somebody, let them know that. You don't need to hide your feelings to try to stay cool. All right, it's dumb. Okay, it drives me so up the freaking wall. If you like somebody, let them know. If you love someone, let them know. If you love someone, let them know. Right, y'all know that song. If you love somebody, let them know. If you like somebody, let them know. How they respond to that is up to them. And I just literally started burping, so that's their throat chakra. Okay, how they respond to your feelings and how they respond to what you're saying, that's up to them, and it is not a reflection of you. But don't do that little back and forth ridiculous annoying thing. We're not going to talk about our feelings, and we're just going to play this weird game of, I don't know, relationship chicken. It drives me crazy. Okay, don't do it. Just express your feelings and let them know how you feel. We also got the codependency here. Addictions are affecting your romantic life, all right? And this is interesting energy because we got this around the change card. My third eye just did start going crazy, so I might be definitely tuning into somebody here. This is a very specific message here, so if this is not resonating with you, take it and throw it away. When we're talking about addictions, this could definitely be a literal addiction to, you know, many of the addictive things that we have in this three-dimensional world. I'm not going to list them because it is up to you and your discernment, and I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot here or make you feel like I'm coming for you when I am not. But just kind of having that look within yourself and being like, okay, this might need to change if I want to have a long-standing relationship. All right, this energy I have, this time I'm putting towards something that I know is not serving me needs to change so that I can have a loving relationship that's going to last lifetimes, so that I can have a loving relationship that's going to benefit me, so that I can have a loving relationship if a relationship is what you desire, or just so that you can have this connection with this person. This person might have, like, one of their red flags for you might be an addiction that you have. Maybe they feel very uncomfortable with something that you are currently struggling with, or, you know, an addiction that you have, and that's okay, all right? That's understandable. Their feelings are their feelings, and we're not here to put shame on any of that, all right? We are not here to put shame. We do not practice that here on this channel. It's just truly and honestly about looking at yourself with that lens of a higher perspective and not a lens of shame of, I can't believe you can't just get over this. Like, this is so stupid. Just stop doing it. Or why would you stop? It's not that big of a deal, whatever it is. It's not about having those emotions into it. It's about seeing from an outsider perspective and just seeing, is there something in my life right now? Has someone express something about something that I am doing that really is like their main reason that they can't be with me? And if so, really look at that aspect of your life and change it. Or vice versa, this might be how you are feeling about the person you want to be with. Maybe they are struggling with an addiction and they are having a really hard time quitting, and that's a red flag for you. And here's what I want to say to that. Knowing yourself and knowing your boundaries is so beautiful. So if having this kind of addiction into your life is really just a red flag and it's unsettling, listen to it and GTFO. But if this is that is bothering you, express it. All right, first express it to this person. I'm going to go back to using your throat chakra. All right, none of that, passive aggressive BS. No. Express it to them, not rudely, not aggressively, not demeaning, not to put shame on them. Just being like, hey, if they ask you why you can't be with them, just be like, hey, honestly, I've noticed that you do X, Y, and Z, and it's kind of hard for me to be around that. And so I'm just not going to put myself in that position. That's all you have to say. All right. We're not here to shame them. We're not here to make them feel bad about it. And if they want to change in that aspect for that regard to better themselves and also to be with you, awesome. But if they don't, that's okay too. And we can move forward. We can move beyond that. All right. So I was kind of getting 2 messages for you there. Also, if you do feel like you're struggling with codependency, because we did get this change card here, ask spirit to help you if it's something that you're wanting to change. If you feel codependent on an item, a activity, a substance, a phone, okay, whatever looks like another person. If you feel some kind of codependent energy that you're really ready to shift and let go of, ask spirit to come in and kind of help you get rid of that energy. Archangel Michael is a really powerful and strong angel. And if you are wanting help kind of breaking any kind of codependent pattern or codependent behavior, he's a really awesome angel to reach out with. So ask him for help if you're wanting to change. If not, to each their own, keep doing you, boo. All right, but if you are wanting to, that's a great person to kind of reach out with for help. You also got religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Okay, so a lot of messages I'm getting for y'all. This is like a very specific reading. So I'm very curious who picked this pile. Comment down below if you did, because I'm curious. Okay, I'm so freaking curious. But a couple of energies here. The first one being going back to that inner child trauma. All right, you might have religious trauma as well. If you do have religious trauma, I do see that this could be a factor in your relationship as well. All right. Going from like my own religious trauma, there is a lot of hatred I had towards certain people, certain genders, certain ways of living that I just really truly hated because of how I was brought up in the church and all the trauma I experienced there. And so if you are going through something similar as well, asking spirit to help push through that, asking spirit to help release that, or maybe you are in a very serious relationship with your religious energy or with your religion. Maybe you have a very deep connection with your religion, and this person that's in your life, maybe the thing standing in the way is that they don't practice that same religion as you, that they don't experience that same religion as you. And if that is something that you believe in, absolutely stick to that. I'm not trying to change your beliefs here. All right, and I understand that. Again, it's just about identifying, and if that's something you really want in your relationship, keep waiting for that person to kind of come into your life. And then this could also just be the energy. I just am really getting a loud message of religious trauma and healing religious trauma. All right, healing those energies, kind of looking at them for what they are. There's a lot of messages here and a lot of energy towards healing and shadow work. And I know that people get so mad at me when I talk about shadow work because they're like, Liv, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, I don't want to deal with shadow work. I've been dealing with it. I'm ready to be done. I totally understand. All right, but this is just a beautiful time to kind of focus on yourself and do a lot of self-reflection, do a lot of looking inwards, seeing in what ways are you not ready, are you right, seeing in what ways are you not currently healed that you would like to find healing, and then prioritizing that energy, because there is love in your energy. Wow, I'm so freaking tongue-tied. There is love in your path. I do see love in your future. But more importantly than that, this love, I think, is going to kind of bring up these things that we need to address. Oftentimes, we run into people on our path who kind of help us see things we were having a hard time seeing ourselves. And sometimes that comes in the form of being triggered, right? Sometimes that comes in the form of people saying something or doing something that really triggers us to a state of mind. Maybe it happens to be religious factors, or a codependency that you've struggled with for a while, or children or inner child work or anything like that. And these people are going to be kind of coming into your path to help trigger these things, so that way you can heal, so that way you can push through this and kind of just come out the other end. You know what I'm saying? So definitely be open to that as well in this upcoming season. Next, we're going to go into the tarot cards, and then we're going to go in with the astro dice here. Spirit, for our beautiful pile number 2 with our rose quartz energy, what other messages do we have to say? What is next in love for our beautiful pile number 2 with our rose quartz? Okay, so we got the Tower. Yeah, this is kind of what I was feeling. Okay, we got the Tower. Okay. All right. Sorry. There's just like a lot happening right now. We got the Tower, which is showing me that this is definitely something that needs to be addressed. I hate kind of talking about this stuff sometimes because I don't want people to like feel like I'm trying to come for them when I'm totally not. But Spirit is just saying you're ready to address these things. All right. You're ready to address something. This may be something that happened to you when you were really, really young that is still affecting your life to this day. And maybe this was already a Tower that happened once before. This might not be a Tower that's up and coming. This may be one you've already experienced, and Spirit is saying there's something that has not been healed. There's trauma that has not been addressed from this Tower moment that kind of needs to be, so you can move forward. All right, maybe this was religious trauma, maybe this was inner child trauma, whatever happened when you were you know, a child or anything like that. It's time to kind of address that. You also got the 5 of Swords here, showing me that maybe this had to do with communication as well. If there was any part in your life where you struggled with communication or struggled with this need to constantly be right regardless of who it hurt, Spirit is kind of showing me that energy here as well with the 5 of Swords, because the 5 of Swords is really about wanting to have your way and be correct regardless of who you hurt along the process. You know that song by Taylor Swift? She released like a 15-minute version of it or whatever, but the song goes, so casually cruel in the name of being honest, right? And that's kind of what I'm getting with the 5 of Swords. Like, this is something, oh my gosh, this is the energy of hurting and not really being aware of who you are hurting with your words or with your thoughts and things like that. If you feel like this was something you struggled with in your past, is arguing or being argumentative to hurt or trying to say things to hurt other people, you know, just again, looking at that without shame, looking at that without judgment, and just saying, all right, I'm ready to release that because I'm ready to welcome in new energy into my life. If this is something that happened to you, if you feel like you grew up with a lot of narcissistic energy, is a loud message, a loud word coming to my head. If you feel like you grew up around a lot of narcissistic energy, this is the energy of releasing that. All right, releasing that energy, releasing the kind of attachments you have around it, because you're ready to evolve and you're ready to say goodbye to that. It is time to say goodbye. It's time to accept that you no longer have to be in that place. You no longer have to be in that position, and now you can move forward. You can grow. You can release that. This is a minor saying, hey, we just need to look at this. We need to see it as it is. Maybe this is a parental figure who you feel like always talked down to you and made you feel very defensive with your thoughts, your words, your actions. Spirit is saying it's time to kind of release that so we can move forward. Maybe that's why you have a hard time expressing love, if you do struggle with that, because maybe you're afraid of rejection. Maybe you grew up feeling like you weren't good enough because of whatever happened. And Spirit is saying it's time to push through that because you are amazing, you are deserving, and you are absolutely wonderful. All right, and then you got the 3 of Cups here. All right, 3 of Cups here, and the pay attention to the red flags. This shows me a couple of things, to be honest with you. Like I was saying, I feel like I'm seeing it in a bit of sequential order here. And again, I was telling you before that I think there are going to be multiple relationships that kind of show up for you and to you to kind of show you certain things. Maybe you've had a hard time seeing yourself. When you are maybe in a new relationship that is upcoming, or maybe you're in one now, and your friends start to point things out to you like red flags, or they really get a bad vibe around someone, listen to them, okay? Because the 3 of Cups is the energy of support, love, and care. All right, if you listen to this and you're not really wanting a monogamous relationship, maybe you're wanting a group love kind of energy, same vibe here with the 3 of Cups, showing that is definitely in the favors and the cards for you. But another message I'm getting is going back to what I was saying about the friends. If you have friends in your life who support you and love you and care about you, and they get a vibe on someone, listen to them, because they are able to see things without the rose-colored glasses on, and listen to their advice advice because they're just wanting to help you in this moment, all right? You also got the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups, again, is showing that this energy is in favor for you. You do have the possibility, and it's not even just a possibility, but Spirit is saying you have it right in front of you. If you are wanting a relationship, if you are wanting an energy of, sharing your love with someone, sharing that energy with someone, it is absolutely there for you. Just be aware of the codependency. I think that's something that's very, very common in relationships, is we start to date one another, we start to be in connections with one another, and then it can be really, really easy for us to become codependent, and that's not always a great thing. I mean, codependence is not bad, except when it becomes something that is a crutch, just like independence is not bad until it becomes something to harm. All right, so codependency is not necessarily bad, and it's not something to shame. It's beautiful to want to be with another person. It's beautiful to want to, like the things they like, do the things that they do, become a part of their life, but don't lose yourself along the way. Make sure you're prioritizing doing what else you enjoy, what other kind of things you like, all right? And then again, there's multiple energies of the codependency. This could be a struggle with something that you're trying to break, or this could just be the energy that when you are in a relationship, don't forget to find yourself along the way too, and don't get too lost in other people. It can just be so easy to get lost in other people, all right? Most people do that in relationships in the beginning, and then they need to find themselves along the way. That is totally fine and totally understandable here. And then we're going to use some astro dice. I want to kind of see if I can gauge either their or your sign. For pile number 1, I just did their sign, but for some reason I'm feeling either their or your sign. And then I have a number die here that we're going to try to tune into. And Spirit, what do we have to say? Let's see. I'm getting months as well. I kind of want to see how long this sequential timeline is kind of showing us, or when this person is going to come into your life, or persons. I kind of feel like it's multiple people coming into your life. I should give a disclaimer. I don't know how to use astro dice. I truly and genuinely do not know what I'm doing, but I thought this would be fun. Is this a tutorial? No. Okay, do not come here and look at what I'm doing and try to get advice on how to do this. Your girl doesn't know what she's doing. I'm just trusting my intuition right now. Okay, I don't really know what I'm doing, but let's go ahead and see. Spirit, what can we see about our sign, sun, moon, rising, or Venus for the person in question, or the person asking the question? And what is our time frame in the form of months? Okay. The first sign, okay, this is the exact sign that pile number 1 got as well. I don't know what it is right now. I'm going to go in later and try to see it, and I will type it on the screen what it is, but I don't know astrological sign, so I have no idea what this sign is, but it is the exact sign that pile number 1 got, and then the time you got is 11. Okay, so that's kind of what I was thinking. So because it is an 11, first of all, very, very, very powerful number. Second of all, though, this is the energy that I feel like this is going to happen over the next year for you. I gotta sneeze. Excuse me, that's that releasing, okay? Spirit, speak through me, my goodness. Over the next 11 months, I feel like you're going to go through a lot of growth. What's next in love for you is a lot of growth, okay? A lot of growth. I feel like multiple people might be coming into your life. Multiple energies might be coming into your life to show you things, teach you things about yourself. All right, we do have a lot of feminine energy showing themselves here. So you might be asking about a feminine energy, or maybe you are one that's trying to kind of tune in here. But even like the person on this card is very feminine. We have all feminine energy here as well. So tuning into that very much so, and just embracing that energy, okay? The last cards we are using today are the Whispers of the Ocean. Spirit, what do we have to say for our beautiful pile number 2? Any additional messages to kind of close off this reading here? Single-mindedness. Choose your own path and do what is best suited for you. Choose your own path and what is best suited for you. Absolutely. I'm being called to put this over here with the change and all that energy over here, okay? Do what is best suited for you. Going back to that codependency. And what I already said prior is definitely still applicable, but I definitely am still getting that message of reminding you when you do get into a relationship, or when you do get into this codependent ship, if you will, don't forget to find yourself, all right? Don't just blend into who they are, what they like, what their likes are, dislikes. Okay, if you absolutely hate horror movies, don't say you love them just to be with this person, okay? I'm talking about me. I hate horror movies. I can't watch them. They freak me out. They bother me. They lower my vibe. It just isn't my vibe. Not that there's anything necessarily wrong with them. I just can't watch them. And I used to be the kind of person where I would be like, no, yeah. Oh, I totally love them. I'll watch them with you. And I hated it. And it really was really hard. And then my person would be like, wait, why did you lie to me about this? You know what I'm saying? So just be honest and really make sure you do not lose yourself in this relationship or whatever this ship is for you, okay? I'm not trying to put labels on your thing if it's not what you're wanting, but just don't lose yourself in this connection. That's the word I could say. Don't lose yourself in this connection. Really make sure you prioritize your likes, your dislikes, your beliefs. All right, don't let your beliefs just blend into theirs unless their beliefs are something you also believe in. But just remember to also stand up for yourself and know yourself. And that's something that's really important when it comes to relationships, because if we're not confident enough in ourselves, we do end up kind of excuse me, morphing into that other person. I'm kind of thinking about Ann Perkins before she had this realization, and Leslie Knope even called her out on how she kind of changes her entire personality but dependent on who she ends up dating. And that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here as well. So just really be aware of that. Any other messages here, Spirit? These cards are brand new and they're also just really, really big. And so I kind of have a little bit of a hard time shuffling them. Oh, okay. The last card you got today is Empower Yourself, number 29. Tune into your personal power. You are more than able to handle the situation facing you. Allow yourself to be the strong, beautiful person you are capable of being. All right, absolutely. Empower yourself. Know yourself. Get to know yourself if you do not currently know yourself. Get to know yourself, because this is going to be very, very, very important in these connections. Do not lose yourself, pile number 2. Do not lose yourself in these relationships. Do not lose yourself in these connections, because you are more than worthy, and who you are now is already awesome, okay? Who you are now is already a one-of-a-kind masterpiece. You don't need to change who you are to fit in. You don't need to change who you are to blend in with this person, all right? It's okay to be unique. It's okay to have your own likes and dislikes and interests. That's all right, okay? It is all right. You are unique and beautiful exactly as you are, so keep your unique beauty and find the people in your life who appreciate it for what it is and appreciate you for who you are, all right? Pile number 2, I hope this resonated with you. If this did, please feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting, subscribing, and leaving a thumbs up on my video make a huge difference for me and my channel's growth, so I definitely appreciate it if you would do that here. I wanted to remind you that I do have a Patreon, which is Liv's Light. I do offer private readings at www.marinastarot.com, and for the entire month of March 2022, I'm offering 10% off all of my services over there using the coupon code GRATEFUL. I also wanted to let you know I do accept both tips and donations on this channel, which are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. And I did open up my Amazon wish list again because so many of you cuties asked about it, and I thought, what the heck, why not? Let yourself receive. So I did open that up as well. I don't know why it is, I'm not typing it here, but I did open that up as well. It's going to be down below under Liv's links. Again, not required, not even expected, just honestly received with so much joy, love, and gratitude. And I really appreciate them and I love them so much. It's so sweet and so kind, but again, never required. Just received with love. All right, pile number 2, I love you, I adore you. Always remember to show others love, show your light and shine so bright, and I will see you for my next video. Bye. All right, last but never ever the least bit least, pile number 3. So we are going to start with some energy readings for you, but before we get to that, we are going to tune into our senses today to try to get a very clear and accurate reading for you. For every other pile, I've only used 2, but for you, we are using 3 just because for some reason Spirit says it's needed. Maybe it's the pile number 3. I don't know what it is. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is go in with some clear mind oil, because for some reason, I feel like I am just so floaty today. Like I don't feel very tethered, very grounded to earth, which is okay, but I feel like I need to be for this reading. So I put some clear mind oil in here, and this is just regular quartz. It looks so pretty over the candlelight, but it is just regular clear quartz here with the clear quartz stone on top. So I'm just going to put some clear mind on my wrists and then behind my ears. Oops, sorry. Whew, Spirit, clear my mind, keep me grounded, please. And then we're going to go into the next one I have, which is attraction oil, which I just feel like is such a positive and like appropriate thing to use for a love reading. So I put this with rose quartz. Again, these are just crystal bead rollers. So there's rose quartz on the inside and then on the top as well. So we're just going to get some good rose quartz out here. I'm feeling the call to put it on like the butts of my thumb. I don't know what to call these. My thumb butts, okay? So we're gonna put these on my inner ear as well. And then the last thing I am using is actually this perfume I found when I was cleaning up my room in my mom's apartment because she was moving. And this is such a good smelling perfume, and I thought it smelled very sexy. And so then today I went to go use this, and it's called Seduction, which makes sense. So this honestly smells really good. I'm very, very, very picky with fragrances, and I think this smells very delicious, very sexy, very much matching the vibe. So I'm going to spray this around my room and around myself as well. Alrighty. Again, this is called Seduction. I don't know if they still sell this. I have not been to Victoria's Secret since I worked at the mall when I was 18. So I don't know if they still sell it, but it smells really good if y'all want to pick some up. Go on the search for it. It smells delicious. Okay, so today we are starting off with a bit of an energy check-in right at the very beginning using the Soul's Journey Oracle cards. All of the decks I use are going to be linked down below for you if you are wanting to check out any of the ones I use here today. My reason for doing this in the beginning before we get into the full reading is because I want to know kind of first and foremost what energies we can expect throughout this reading. But second of all, say for example you clicked on this pile and you're not quite sure if this reading is meant to be for you. When we do these first 4 cards that I pulled here, y'all got 4. Everyone else got 3, but y'all got 4 because you're special. Okay, but everyone else, when I'm doing this, you will know within these cards if this reading is going to be for you because it's really going to determine the energy of what we are pulling today. So that's kind of my reasons for doing that. So let's go ahead and see the energy of what to expect for our beautiful pile number 3. What is next in love, Spirit? Please show us. Interesting. Okay, right off the bat, we got the Guilt card. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. We also got Judgment. I understand that everyone has their unique path and challenges. We got Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. And we got Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. All right, cuties, so right off the bat, we might have a little bit of a heavier reading today, and that is A-okay. We love to see it sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Okay, but right off the bat with the Guilt and Judgment card paired here, honestly, even with the Trust paired here, this is showing me that you might have a lot of history when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, with a lot of trauma being paired with the connotation of love. Whether this was trauma that you caused or trauma that was caused, upon to you, whatever it looks like for you, I am getting a lot of trauma, and that word is just coming to mind. Like literally you can replace it with any word that resonates, and as always, take what resonates and keep it, and take what doesn't resonate and throw it away. All right. But the reason I'm getting that is because the Guilt card here, especially with the way it is depicted on this card, shows like butterflies in our stomach. Like you feel guilty about something, or maybe you just feel like there is energy that is just not serving you when it comes to relationships, all right? First of all, I just want to put it out there. I will be the elephant in the room, okay? And just put it out there that we make mistakes in relationships sometimes, all right? Sometimes we do things that are just not great. Like I'll be fully honest with y'all, and who I was in my last relationship before I married my beautiful wife that I have now was someone I do not love. Okay, we do not love her. I do not recognize her. Actually, let me not say that. I do love her because she went through a lot, and I appreciate where she went and where she came from. All right, but it was not someone I really resonate with now, and not something that I'm proud of. I was definitely a more vindictive person. I was definitely more mean. Okay, and you go through those experiences because you are ready to learn. Good of all, harm to none. So we are now in this space where we can kind of release what happened in our past relationships, release past trauma, release past hurt, release past burden, so that we can move forward. Because I do feel this energy that you are ready. You are ready to move on. You are ready to release what does not serve you. You're ready to kind of experience new energies in regards of your love life. But there is this energy first and foremost of needing to release. There is an energy of needing to release what does not serve you. What beliefs, what habits, what mindsets do you have in your life, do you have in your mind that are seriously not benefiting you when it comes to relationships? It could be ones that your parents put on you. It could be one that religion put on you. It could be ones that past relationships put upon you. All right, when I first got into the relationship I'm in now, I expected my now wife to react the same way as my ex did, because that is what you know and it's what's familiar to you, and that's kind of what you expect there on out. But be open to what other people are going to do, what other people are going to say, because they're offering you a higher vibrational energy than maybe what you've experienced in your past. And that might seem weird, that might seem strange, that might seem foreign at first, but it's definitely going to be one that's going to benefit you and bless you. All right, so if you're being called to release anything in this moment, Definitely listen to that. Any beliefs that do not serve you, anything around relationships that's just like toxic or heavy or not serving you. If you like, I'm tuning in, and I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm not trying to come for you, but I'm definitely tuning into my people right now that maybe just like, maybe you are someone who is attracted to men or those who identify as, but you also like hate men, right? Like maybe you're someone who is attracted to the male genitalia, the male body, or those who identify as male, whatever it looks like for you. But maybe there's also like this deep-seated hatred of men because of society and because of what has happened in history, and just that energy. And it's about kind of flipping the script and being like, okay, I have my beliefs towards men, and that is what it is, but let me heal that at least a tiny bit so I can open myself up to the men that are good in this world, or the men that are beneficial to me in this society. You know what I'm saying? So that was just one very specific energy I was tuning into there. We also got judgment. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges, okay? So yes, definitely trying your best not to be judgmental towards others, but also not be so judgmental towards yourself. I'm getting a loud message that I might be tuning into my pile that's a little bit hard on themselves. I forgot to show y'all. Y'all got the beautiful green fluorite stone here. And I think that this is so cool because this stone also has a lot of purple involved in it. And there is a lot of green and purple energy showing themselves here today. And I just think that is absolutely beautiful. All right, so yes, obviously try your best not to judge others, but also be very kind to yourself. Try not to judge yourself as much. All right, everyone's path is unique and different, including your own. Maybe you didn't get married when you thought you were going to. Maybe you haven't met the love of your life yet like you thought you were going to. Maybe things didn't pan out the way you thought they were going to when you were a little kid, but that's okay. All right, your path is unique, your path is different, your path is your own. I talked about this in pile number 2, but I recently just went to go watch Shrek again, the original Shrek, right, with Eddie Murphy, the best Shrek there is. It was playing at Flashback Cinema, so I went to go see it, and I forgot how good that movie is, first of all, and how funny it is. But let's just look at that reference for a minute, okay? If you've not seen it, disregard and maybe skip ahead if you don't want spoilers. But let's think about that. Fiona was the princess, okay? And Shrek happened to be her knight in shining armor. And when she first got rescued by Shrek, she simply couldn't handle it because it wasn't the way that she thought love was supposed to be. This is not what it's supposed to be like, so I can't accept it. This is not what everyone else told me it's going to look like, so I can't accept it. But when she was able to let those guards down and just let herself be and let the world be and let the people around her be without these expectations of what society says love should look like, or what, her, past trauma said love should look like, when she was able to kind of release that, she was able to find such a beautiful, harmonious connection that really served her more than any of the other fake love stories ever would have. And that's because she was okay eventually with the narrative changing. And that's another message I'm getting for you here, all right? Your path is unique. Your path is beautiful. Your path is your own. It's not going to look like your best friends. It's not going to look like your parents. It's not going to look like anyone else's because you're unique, right? You don't want it to look like anybody else's because you're not living in their story. You're living in yours, and it's going to be beautiful and it's going to be your own. So be kind to yourself on this journey. If you've been waiting for a long time, still be kind, still be patient, still be loving, and still be gentle to yourself on this journey. And now the flip side of that coin is also being gentle to others when it comes to relationships, others when it comes to love. If you are someone who has high expectations for love, I am not saying to lower those. Your girl has such high expectations, and I definitely think it is worth it, all right? But again, just getting that message and that energy to do the best that you can to also see things from the other person's perspective. Again, I'm not saying you do not already do that, but if you are doing that, just kind of keep going. But if maybe that's something you struggle with, really prioritizing, hearing their point of view, seeing it from their side, because they're going to have different experiences than you. They're going to learn different things than you. They're going to speak differently than you because they've had their whole life to experience something totally different than what you've experienced. You know what I'm saying? So being open to those changes, being open to that energy. You also got the trust card here. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Definitely building back up your intuition. If you are someone that has like relationship trauma, it can be really hard to learn to trust your intuition again, because sometimes it feels like our intuition betrays us, right? It feels like, well, why did I end up dating this person then? Why did I go through this? Why did this happen to me? Why wasn't my intuition there to protect me? And it can be really hard to rebuild that intimate connection with your intuition. It can be really hard to rebuild that your relationship, but it is such an important relationship. Like, I don't know how to emphasize this more. It is one of the most important relationships you will ever have in your life. The one with yourself is most important, and then your relationship with your intuition, which is also a part of yourself, is so freaking important, because your intuition is your guidance. Your intuition is like your inner compass that is going to guide you. It's going to teach you. It's going to help you listen and learn. I'm sorry for shaking you up there. Your intuition is such a powerful tool, and it's one that a lot of us have a hard time listening to, and that's all right, but you're really being called in this season to rebuild your connection with your intuition, because I do feel like people are going to come into your life. I do feel like love is going to come into your life again, but first and foremost, you have to learn how to listen to yourself. I don't mean to be that annoying chick right now, but like, honestly, I hate that I just said the word chick. I don't know why I did that, but I hate to be that annoying person right now, but I do feel like for you, pile number 3, this is a more self-love focused reading. I feel like yours is definitely going to be focused on the self-love energy, healing energy. It does not mean that we're not also going to look into external love as well. But like that sounds weird, but like we're also going to look into love with others as well, for sure. But I'm just going to tell you, like I said, the whole point of this is to know the gist of what we're kind of getting into before we skip fully ahead into it. And I really just do feel like this is the energy of really focusing on yourself, building up that connection with yourself, healing any kind of trauma that happened in the past, that way you can get into the headspace and the energy of receiving again, and understanding the level that you receive, right? Raising your standards, raising your bar to what it is you truly deserve, because knowing your worth, it will attract higher vibrational people to you and better quality people to you, and that's what you deserve. The last card you got for this is gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. This is the energy of really flipping the script again, like I've been saying, and seeing things glass half full instead of half empty. I know a lot of times we've been asking for something, a lover, a partner, a friend with benefits, whatever you've been asking for in this life, just a connection, and we've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and it feels like we keep just coming up short. It can be hard to want to continue. It can be hard to want to follow through with that. And it can be hard to even be grateful. It's like, Liv, what the heck do I have to be grateful for? I'm asking, and I'm never receiving. And I understand that. But Spirit is just trying to get you in the mindset of the attitude of gratitude. Y'all know I've been all about the attitude of gratitude lately. I started back up The Magic again. It is such a good book. I'll link it down below for you, pile number 3. But seeing things from a grateful heart really attracts more of that to you, okay? So let's just say, for example, you want a partner into your life, whether it is a sexual partner, whether it is an emotional partner, whether it is all of the above, whatever it looks like for you and your desires. You really want this person into your life, and you are having a hard time being grateful because it's not here now, and you've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, and you just keep attracting people that just take, and they never give. What I challenge you to do, if you would like to, is tomorrow morning, wake up and just write down these gratitudes and be like, I am so incredibly grateful to have a strong connection with myself. I am so incredibly grateful to know myself, love myself, appreciate myself, and know my worth. I am so grateful that the exact person that is meant for me to raise my vibes and help me grow is on their way to me. I know this spirit. I trust this spirit. They are on their way to me. Claim it. They are on their way to me. Claim it. They are on their way to me. Claim it. I am grateful for the love I have within myself at this moment while I am waiting for them to come on to me. All right, I am grateful for this moment I have to kind of connect with myself. I'm grateful for this time alone, all right? Because when you do meet this person, when this energy does start to pick up, it's not going to be as easy to have that alone time, right? Because you're going to be with somebody, and it's a little bit harder to find that quality time when you are with somebody constantly, which is not a bad thing at all, okay? Life changes, but Spirit is saying right now, enjoy your solitude. Enjoy this time to find yourself. Enjoy this time to heal. Again, I know healing does not always seem fun, but we can make it fun. We can make it a grateful practice, and that's what Spirit is kind of saying to do right now. Look at this as, how is this happening for me instead of how is it happening to me? Because Spirit is not trying to attack you. I know it feels that way sometimes. I've been there so many effing times, and it feels like Spirit's just coming for me. Like they are throwing hands. They are just coming down, and it sucks. But in this moment, Spirit is reminding you they are not coming for you. Like they're not coming to hurt you. They're coming to help you. So instead of saying, oh my God, why does this keep happening to me? Why does this always happen to me? Start saying, okay, this is happening for me. What is it trying to teach me? I see this as an opportunity to learn. I know this is happening for me, for my highest good, to benefit me. What am I needing to learn in this moment? All right. So your pile is really and genuinely all about self-love, self-discovery, so that we can get into a headspace of receiving a deeper, more intimate kind of love in your future. The next thing we're going to go into is with the romance cards. So we are tuning into more of the romantical aspects of this reading now. All right. So pile number 3, Spirit, what do we have to say for our beautiful beautiful pile number 3 with our green fluorite stone here. What is up? What is next in love? What do we expect? What is next in love, Spirit? Please speak loudly to me, clearly, and through me. What do we need to know? What is going on? Please speak clearly, Spirit. I know you always do, so I'm just welcoming it in. All right. What do we need to know with our green fluorite heartstone here? Spirit, please speak loudly. All righty. Okay, interesting. I'm going to pull those both up, but you got wedding and free yourself, as well as reconciliation. Interesting vibes, okay? Okay, I'm getting a very, very, very specific message. Like I'm saying stupid specific real quick. So what I want to say first and foremost is the reason I say I'm getting a specific message just means that it's not going to be for the collective. And why I say that is because I'm tuning into like a very, very particular energy right now that Spirit's just really trying to talk to, which we love that. And I'm still going to try to get a broader, message for the collective here as well. But Spirit's just trying to speak in this moment for somebody who really needs to hear it, and we allow that to happen. All right, but you got the wedding and the free yourself card here, as well as reconciliation, and you got the wedding card first and foremost around the guilt and the judgment. So this can definitely be the energy that, how I was talking about that past trauma, those past burdens, those past fears and worries, they could definitely be regarding a marriage. This could be a marriage of your own, or this could be marital trauma from your family past. Family burdens really do affect us. If you were a child of divorce, if you were a child of a marriage that stayed together but was really truly and genuinely unhappy or miserable, that could be affected here in that way as well. If you were someone who was married and it did not end well, maybe that soiled your taste for love. Okay, that's very, very common. We go through a relationship and then we go through something that is challenging like divorce, and it kind of soils that taste in our mouth. Or maybe you're in a marriage right now and you feel incredibly, incredibly stuck. Any of those things, if any of those resonate, take them, and if they don't resonate, just throw the card away. Okay, it is okay. Like I said, this is very specific here, but when you got that paired next to free yourself, Spirit is saying it's time for you to take back control of your life. It is time for you to take back your energy. We are releasing whatever bad juju we have around the word wedding, whatever bad juju we have around the energy of getting married, the energy of people getting married. This was something that I had to heal within myself, right? And this went back for me even farther than my own, my own lifetime. This was ancestral healing that I had to work on as well, just around the energy of getting married. Y'all know I am married. I am wifed up, okay? I am a wife and I have a wife, okay? We are a proud wifing of couples. Wait, no, what? That doesn't make sense. We are a proud wifey couple, okay? But it took a long time. We were engaged for almost 2 years because it took a long time for me to get to a place of healing my energy around marriage, just because of family trauma, ancestral trauma, like past life trauma. There was a lot around the word marriage that was really hard for me, and that was something I didn't realize until I was proposed to. Like, oh crap, I have trauma here and I need to heal it because I don't want to bring that with me. And so whatever your trauma is, if this is around your own wedding, a past wedding, someone else in your family having wedding trauma, marriage trauma, it's time to release that and take back your power. Spirit is saying you no longer need to be tied down. And I want to specify when I say that, like, I'm not saying if you're in a happy marriage, we're not saying to like leave that and go make a crazy decision, but I'm saying like you do not need to be tied down to this burden of emotions is more what I'm saying. Not literally tied down, but I'm feeling the energy of Spirit saying free yourself, okay? Free yourself from past baggage, free yourself from past trauma. I'm starting to get gas in my throat, like hiccups. And Spirit is saying free up your throat chakra, okay? When I get gas or hiccups or burps when I'm doing readings, my throat chakra is kind of feeling a little bit of resistance and it's trying to come out. It's trying to speak. If you feel like you were not able to speak up in this relationship, this marriage, or if that's something you saw somebody else go through, Spirit is saying free yourself from these beliefs. Free yourself from what is not serving you. Free, free, free. You are able to be free. Speak up. Speak your voice. Use your voice. Speak loudly, proudly, clearly into the universe. Good of all harm to none, all right? If just because I want to give this disclaimer, if anybody is in an unsafe situation, I always include a hotline in my description. If you ever need help, click that and it'll take you exactly where you need to go, all right? But you are free, okay? You are not as trapped as you may feel. I'm kind of getting 8 of Swords vibes here. Like, you are not as trapped as you feel. You are able to free yourself from this. I am getting that this is more energetic than it is literal, but if it is literal, to each their own. But I'm definitely getting that energetic vibe that Spirit is saying we can release this. We can release this trauma. We can give it back to who it was. We can put it back in the past and say, you do not serve me. I release, because I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to heal. So I must release. You know what I'm saying? And then the reason I was talking about that it might be ancestral or even farther back to like parental or whatever, is because you got the healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Oh crap. I didn't even read that one. Okay. Yeah. All right. I mean, period. And I want to be very specific when I also say forgiveness does not mean accepting. Forgiveness does not mean I excuse your behavior. Forgiveness does not mean I have to reach out to them. Forgiveness is genuinely and truly a beneficial thing for you, and mostly and only really you, because harboring old resentment, harboring old feelings, anger, guilt, resentment, I already said that, towards maybe their marriage, towards their family, towards how they treated you while they were married, etc. It's only really hurting you. As much as we're going to be like, no, I'm going to never ever do whatever because I know it's going to hurt them. The person that's hurting the most though is you. So when we're talking about forgiveness, we're talking about it in the sense of letting yourself be free because you're ready to forgive. But does forgiving mean you're going to contact your parents and become BFFs with them? No. Okay. Not unless they're called to do, then to each their own, right? Does it mean you're going to, I don't know, call them up and tell them you forgive them? It doesn't mean that, all right? It really just means that you forgive the energy, forgiving the energy that does not serve you, right? So forgiving the trauma, saying, you know what? I do not excuse your behavior. I am not saying what you did was okay to me. Again, not saying this to them literally, saying it to them energetically. I do not excuse your behavior. I am not saying that what you did was okay to me, but I am releasing this and I am forgiving this because I deserve to be free. I deserve to have my power back. So I'm going to call it back, claim it back, and I am free. So I release, all right? You also got reconciliation here. Someone from your past is returning to your life. Be aware, okay? Be aware is kind of the energy I'm getting, because I'm not saying that this person coming back to your life is necessarily a bad thing, but we got that trust and that intuition card here, and someone from your past may be coming back. This may be a very positive connection. This may be one that very much benefits you and lifts you up, but I'm also getting the feeling that it might possibly not be, okay? And the most important thing right now is to remember to listen to your intuition, going back to trust. If this person comes back into your life and you know you don't like them, you know they do not benefit you, don't engage. Do not text them back. Do not DM them back. Do not message them back. Do not be a part of that, all right? If it is someone that was like right person, wrong time, absolutely, okay? Absolutely. That happens all the time in the world, genuinely. But if this is like someone that treated you so poorly and the relationship was just chaos, don't bring that person back into your life, okay? This is a time to trust your intuition. I'm also getting the message that Spirit might put this person in your path to help you trust your intuition, to help you show yourself that you are strong enough to trust it. You are strong enough to make this choice to love yourself first, prioritize yourself first, and say no if someone that negatively harmed you comes back into your life. You are free and capable of saying no, and Spirit is saying trust that intuition and listen to that inner voice. You also got the love yourself first card here. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, okay? Loving yourself first, saying no, putting yourself in the position to understand your worth and your value is going to, yes, of course, make yourself more attractive to the other people. But to be honest with you, it makes you more attractive. Magnet attract, okay? I'm thinking law of attraction here. It's going to make you more attractive in the sense of attracting those people towards you. Why? Because you are all of a sudden saying, I am worth respect. I am worth love. I am worth care. I am worth reciprocity. I am worth committing, or if that's what you desire. I am worth love. I am also worth lust. Okay, I'm worth all these beautiful things that I deserve into my life. And that is what you will attract. Instead of thinking, I'm never going to find anyone, that's what you attract. I am never good enough, that's what you attract. No one's going to like me because I look like this, that's what you attract. No one's ever going to want to be with me, that's what you attract. When you flip that script and you say, I'm a badass, it's what you attract. When you say, I'm amazing, that's what you attract. Someone that sees that within you. I am beautiful. They see that, they find that, they hear that, universe hears that, they act, they attract, okay? I deserve love. I deserve respect. I deserve care. I deserve reciprocity. I deserve whatever it is you're desiring. Claim that to be, and then attract that energy into your life, because the more you say it, the more you believe it, and the more you believe it, the more you receive it, all right? Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards going here to see what we have to say for our beautiful pile number 3 here with our green fluorite stone. Spirit, our beautiful pile number 3, what do we have to say for our green fluorite? Let's go ahead and get some energy. What other messages do we have to hear? What other messages are present today from our tarot cards here? First off the bat, we got the Page of Swords. Okay, so this might definitely be something that's been laying heavy in your thoughts, all right? Swords represent the element of air. Air represents our thoughts, our thinking, our mind, you know, our airy headspace and things like that. I also might have some air signs popping in here, or maybe the person in question is an air sign, really whatever resonates with you. The Page of Swords does represent also being kind of, you're literally effing kidding me. These cards are, okay. Do y'all remember what was here? Do you remember? It was freaking Judgment. You got Judgment and Judgment. Let's just echo it back, okay? Let me focus on one thing at a time. I'm getting like overwhelmed, all right? But this card did also pop up and I want to place it down before I forget and before I accidentally shuffle it back into the deck, okay? The Page of Swords does kind of talk about, again, a really strong need of looking at things, contracts, you know, I'm getting this message because we did get the wedding. If this was like a very messy divorce, if you feel like you did not receive what you were worth receiving in this divorce, maybe it was a messy contract or whatever it looked like, or if this is something that you experienced with your parents and you have this fear going forward, this is about really, really focusing on that and releasing it, okay? And when I say focus, I mean prioritizing the healing, prioritizing the releasement, because this is not serving you, babe. This is not serving you. I feel a burden. I feel a frustration. The Page of Swords is not necessarily telling me that, but like, look at the card. She doesn't look very excited. She looks very defeated and almost like in the need of like having to defend herself, but not wanting to. I'm almost seeing like inner child vibes as well. So this definitely could be a reflection of your parental energy, okay? Whatever happened in a childhood around you. And the Page of Swords is saying it's time to kind of take that moment to self-reflect and heal what has not been serving, okay? With the Judgment card here, I feel like I can't even echo it again because you got Judgment and Judgment. Spirit is saying release the judgments towards yourself and also release judgments towards others and going into the energy of healing, forgiving. And again, I want to make sure you know, forgiving does not mean saying that what they did was okay. Forgiving does not mean you know, totally accept you back into my life. I have forgiven so many people and I will never talk to them again, all right? It's not about talking to them again. It's not about, you know, going through that energy. It is about saying I release because I deserve to, okay? Not saying it to them, but saying it to energy. And Judgment saying, be kind to yourself, be gentle to yourself. If you're going back through this energy and looking back at past trauma, past mistakes, gosh, why didn't I just make that decision then? Why couldn't I have seen that this person was going to treat me like this? Why didn't I know? Why didn't I know? Liv, why didn't I know? Why am I so stupid? Whatever. No, all right? Because what you're doing right now is you're seeing it from hindsight's point of view. When we see things from hindsight, of course, it's going to be easy to be like, man, I should have just seen this. That was so obvious. I can't believe I missed this. But you didn't see it from hindsight, right? You saw it when you were in the moment. So put yourself, I'm sorry about that. That was my bracelet. Put yourself back in that moment, how you felt in the moment. You made decisions out of what you could do in that moment. You did the best for what you could do, and now you know better, so do better, all right? It's okay. I just know how much of a pain in the butt it is to look at things from hindsight, because that's what we do as humans. We're like, oh man, if only I knew. Okay, but you didn't know, all right? But you didn't. So be gentle to yourself and let yourself really heal during that time. The Two of Swords is saying, like, you really need to focus on healing yourself. The Two of Swords represents like a truce, okay? Truce is to be had. And I'm not just saying with another person, but honestly, like a truce with yourself. Oftentimes, the Two of Swords I've seen in other representations of tarot is depicted as one person and another. But the Swords here is literally against, like, they're having this reconciliation. That card is throwing me off. They're having this energy with themselves of needing to really prioritize themselves and take a truce. And when I mean take a truce, I'm saying against like ego and intuition, all right? Your ego's been telling you don't know how to trust yourself. Your ego's been telling you don't know how to listen to yourself, but you do. And it's time to free that energy. It's time to say no more, all right? No more fighting with my ego. We now only work together. My ego is there to help me, and I understand that. I see that. I value that, and I appreciate that. But right now, intuition needs to take the freaking drive, okay? Ego, get in the back seat. Intuition, you're driving, and I'm taking passenger, all right? Because I'm going to be so honest with you. I don't get good vibes from the reconciliation. I truly don't. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry if that bothers you. Like, I feel bad saying that. I feel like someone's going to come into your life and you're going to be like, why is this person texting me again? Why are they up in my life again? Maybe I should trust that. But I get a bad vibe, okay? And so, again, listen to your own intuition most importantly. And I think the reason they are going to come back again, like I'm saying, is kind of a little bit of a test from spirit to show you what it's like to feel your intuition intuition and listen to it again, all right? Because you are in this moment of rebuilding that trust. You are in this moment of rebuilding that connection. So maybe Spirit's going to kind of put something in your way, put an obstacle in your way so you can learn how to trust it again. So you can feel what it's like to get those gut feelings, to get that red flag, to get that bad, feeling, and then, also listen to it afterwards, okay? Let's see. Any other cards here? Anything about this reconciliation? I get weird vibes, Spirit. What is it? Who is it? What are we tuning into? I definitely am feeling a past lover kind of vibes. Someone that did you wrong, someone that did you dirty, but they're like, no, we're cool. We can be friends, okay? Oh, that's so weird. All right, I got 2 knights, and I got them both in reverse. All right, so this could definitely be a masculine energy I'm tuning into here. All right, you know what? This kind of told me everything I need to know about the reconciliation. First of all, we definitely are tuning into our masculine vibes right now. We're definitely tuning into that masculine energy here. And what I am seeing is that this person is going to be playing mind games with you. They are not coming in to be sincere. I feel a lot of insincerity, both with the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Swords. Why am I bending down while I talk? Both with these just in reverse, they just represent insincerity. I feel like with the Knight of Wands, they're going to be very frustrated maybe when you're not responding to them the way they want. And they're going to try to play those mind games with you like, oh, come on, I've changed. Don't you believe me? Give me a second chance. Come on, babe. You know I love you. Like, I love you so much. I gave up this, and this for you. Like, I'm actually getting mad when I'm speaking about this. I'm so sorry. Like, I am not trying to take this on or like project this either. But like, I'm getting upset because I do feel like someone's going to come into your life and kind of try to play those mind games with you and manipulate you to feel bad for saying no. And all I want to say is please don't do that, okay? Do not fall for this trick. Do not fall for these mind games. You are so mother effing strong, okay? You are so freaking strong. You are powerful. You are worthy. I'm getting so upset. Bestie, come on now. All right, don't, okay? Just don't, okay? Do not do this. It is really important for you to focus on yourself right now. It is really important for you to focus on your self-love, your self-care, learning how to be with yourself again, learning how to trust yourself again. Don't fall for these knights, okay? Do not fall for them. They are not being truthful. They are not being honest. They are going to say whatever they need to say to get back in the pants, okay? Like, full disclosure. They're going to say what they think they need to say in order to get it done. All right, so now we're going to use some astrology dice. I'm not even being called to use the number 1 with y'all because this is not about when this person's going to come into your life. This is all about you. Like, it's all about self-focus. I am going to use some astro dice here with the astrological signs. I don't know astrology, okay? So I am not saying I'm using these correctly. This is not a tutorial. Okay? Absolutely, it is not one. If you want to learn how to use astro dice, I'm sure you can find some on YouTube. I'm sure you can find, people that could tell you, and I could probably watch them, but I haven't yet. All right, I just simply haven't. I don't know what my problem is. Yeah, so we're just gonna kind of tune in for Spirit to show me. I don't even want to talk about them. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even want to talk about the people you're asking about right now. They're making me mad. So I'm gonna talk about y'all instead. Spirit, can you show me some of my besties, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs, just to kind of see, just to get some clarification that you are in the right pile, okay? We got Aquarius. I might have some Aquarius babies tapping in here. Like, full disclosure, I only know this sign because it's my sun sign, which is why I know it, but I definitely am having some Aquarius babes tapping in here. This could be your Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign. All right, and that's just so cute. I'm sorry, I just don't want to talk about your people right now. Like, I want to talk about you. All right. Do y'all know this song? I grew up in, the country, okay? And there's this song where it's like, you, like, oh my gosh, what's it called? I want to talk about me, want to talk about I, want to talk about me, my, oh my, what I think, what I like, what I know, what I want, what I see. I like talking about you usually. But occasionally, I want to talk about me. Does anybody know that song? It is such an old song, but like, I love that song. And that's the vibe I'm tuning into right now, okay? I don't want to talk about them. I want to talk about you. And I'm saying it from the perspective of like, I want you to talk about you, right? Talk about me. No more talking about them right now. They're making me mad. Jeez. Okay, let's go ahead and get some extra encouragement from the Whispers of the Ocean Oracle cards here today, Spirit. What do we have to hear All right, the first card we got today is Love Where You Are, number 24. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like, period, okay? More confirmation that it's very important right now for you to tune into your intuition, tune into your body. I feel like you might be someone who really receives intuitive hits through physical feelings, whether it is through a stomach ache, if you get, the squirts, it's okay. If you get that feeling in your stomach that's just a bad vibe, bad juju, walk away, say no, turn around, run like hell, whatever you have to do. Listen to that feeling because Spirit is trying to speak to you in that way, as well as your intuition. All right, what else do we have to say here, Spirit, for our beautiful pile number 3, finishing off the reading here today? Enjoy the journey, number 21. Stay present and flexible. Many changes are going on for you and around you. These changes are not only good, but they are necessary. Bring your awareness into the now rather than focusing on the past or future. Yeah, absolutely. All right, there's a lot of changes going on for you right now, but it's not about focusing on the past. It's not about focusing on maybe the mistakes we feel like we made or things we could have done better. It's about focusing on the here and now, all right? Look how far you've come, and now enjoy the moment you are in. You are so much different now. You have grown. You are stronger. You are different, right? Now I'm stronger than yesterday. What is with like the 90s bops coming into my head? I might have some people that either really resonated during that time in the 90s, and this is when this shit happened for you, or maybe you were just like me and grew up on those songs as well. Okay, but Britney Spears that's not Britney Spears. Is it? Oh my god, why do I not? Oh. It's literally slipping my mind who sings that song right now. What the freaking heck? It's gonna make me cry. I'll look it up as soon as I'm done here and be like, oh my god, Olivia. Okay, but you are stronger than yesterday, okay? Ain't got nothing but a my way. My loneliness ain't killing me no more. Oh my god, I'm so glad I kept singing that because this is such a powerful anthem too, because it's okay to be alone. It is a beautiful thing to be alone. And right now, babe, it's necessary, okay? Your loneliness doesn't have to kill you. Your loneliness doesn't have to be a reason to be sad or depressed or upset. It is something to appreciate along the journey. You are so much stronger now than you were yesterday, than you were the week before. You are growing, you are evolving, you are changing. Enjoy the journey and where it takes you, all right? Pile number 3, I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave a comment down below and let me know. Commenting, subscribing, and giving a thumbs up on my channel makes a huge difference for me and my growth, so I always appreciate when you do so. And also, I just love interacting with you in the comments, so it's always a good time there. As a reminder, I do have my Patreon, which is Liv's Light. All info is going to be linked in my description down below for you as well if you just want quick access to it, all right? I also am accepting private readings at www.marinatarot.com. And as a reminder, for the entire month of March of 2022, did I say 2021 in the last couple piles? Crap. My entire month of March 2022, I'm offering 10% off all of my services there using the code GRATEFUL. If you would like to check it out, now is a good time. I do accept tips and donations on this channel, which are never required nor expected, just received with so much joy, love, and gratitude at Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. And I did reopen up my Amazon wish list because so many of you cuties asked about it, and I said, what the heck, why not? Let me receive. Okay, loved you guys, and I think it's so sweet when you guys send me things, and it just allows me to create more here because I can use the things that you gift me to use on here. Y'all already know I'm giving you the spiel, okay? Again, nothing is ever required, just received with a lot of joy, love, and gratitude, and received as a gift. And all that's going to be linked in the description if you are curious. Pile number 3, I love you. You are so worthy, and in case anybody has not told you today, I am so incredibly grateful you are here. I love you. I'm so happy that your energy connected with mine. I am so thankful for you, and keep going, keep growing, because you are so freaking strong, all right? I love you. I adore you. Always remember to show others love, show your light, and shine so bright, and I will see you for my next video. Bye, bestie.